Okay, welcome to my Ragnamod VII Let's Play. So I've been doing some stuff in the background, as I said I would after last one. So let's see, I figured out Forbidden Arcanus. That's done. I didn't do a bat spawner. I did make Manipulation Essence. So this is Manipulation Essence, so it's really simple. Imbuement Chambers, just a bit of gold and some Ars Magica tree planks. These arcane pedestals were a little bit, I think, more expensive to make, but still relatively simple. I think that the source gems were the most expensive part, and these guys, they make source gems out of lapis, so pretty cheap. I made some source jar tanks, and this thing, a Vitalic source link, it collects source every time a mob dies nearby, and that is actually close enough to power that. So if I grab a couple of lapis, I said a couple, and put them in there, you probably start to see, yeah, it comes out of there to power that, and you see the mob died, went back to fill it back up again. I won't actually do both of them. I'll put these away. Okay, and then the craft for the manipulation essence is really simple. It's like a stone button, redstone, gold watch. They're not even used up. You put a source gem in the middle. I thought I needed 4. I thought the source gem needed to be on the outside. I was wrong about that, so I made one more of these than I needed. It draws a load of essence from the jars, and your source gem turns into the essence. So that's that. I think I'd done this last time, so I think you'd seen this was down here. So that's fine. This is probably a different occultism ritual than you remember seeing here. So I've been tearing up through occultism to get the different chalks. So gold, purple, and red chalks. The red was actually probably the most challenging. To get purple, I needed to go to the end, kill the ender dragon. Wasn't very hard. Where is it? If I come out of the cave view, it was just off the ocean from one of my, there we go, from one of my villages. So that was super easy. But I did put a portal warp thing down there. Even longer still, though, I had to go over one of these villages. I think it was this one. I went there. I teleported around a few villages until I tried to find one which didn't have a villager with a job. Wasn't able to find one. I destroyed, I think, a florist's job and was able to get him to take the cartography table. I then had to level him up by trading a ton of paper to him, get the map, and then cross all of this ocean all the way over here. These are really nice landscapes, these things. I'll take you back and show you these at some point. All the way over here to the mansion, because I needed a invulnerability thing, totem of undying. But I did remember to grab, while I was there, an egg. So I've got an evoker spawn egg that I can use on a spawner at some point. And I grabbed a villager as well while I was in that village. I've eaten one of those, haven't I yet? Okay. Parts from the dragon. I've got the dragon egg in there as well. I haven't gone back and killed any more dragons. Haven't found the need. I'll grab that because I'll need that in a second. Now, you'll see I have in fact turned chicken's skin, a smushed chicken into it. No, it was the chicken skin into a shell. But I need to make a second one. So I did one off camera. I'll do one on camera. And I'll finish the last bit. It's going to be a bit fiddly, but I've got to make another phoenix down. But we should be making all the individual elements to make that phoenix down. So that should be fine. Now I think I can use this and this to make a chicken. Another thing I did was I accidentally threw away my Tinker's Construct bow, which is annoying because I had a nether star on that thing. It was evolving, but I was getting rid of loads of stuff out of my inventory and I binned the thing. So annoyed by that. But it is what it is. Yeah, definitely binned it. Yeah. So there's that. Right, that's Edelwood bucket. There we go. So that's the first step. We'll do the second step in a minute. First, I want to make this. Actually, no, there's another step. I need to get some blood. And I'll do that first. So that when it comes time to do it, I can just go and do it on the camera. I had to do a load of other occultism rituals as well, so I've set up a lot of occultism over at the other base. These things, arcane crystal obelisks, they're just like a gilded darkstone, arcane gilded darkstone block, 2 arcane crystal blocks, and then you just hit it with the Mundapatir dust. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, and it turns into these. These generate this stuff, Oriel, passively. So I've got enough Oriel in there to do the craft that I need to do. I don't need any XP. I do need XP to do the craft, and I don't think I need any blood actually. Recipe. No, I don't need blood. I will need blood if I choose to make another invincible thing. So I will leave the test tube there. I came up here for nothing. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yes, so that's something else I did. I made something invulnerable using the Stella, the Eternal Stella. So if we go down here, this thing over in the corner is a dimensional mine shaft. I made it in occultism using one of the rituals. It's relatively easy to make. Inside it, I made an Eternal Master Miner Marid. So the reason I had to go up to red tier of the chalk was because I wanted to straight up make the highest tier of these, and because these use durability while they're mining, I didn't want to make multiple of these. I mean, I'm going to make multiple of these, but I didn't want to have to make multiple just for one miner. I want to eventually have multiple miners, so I created an Eternal Stella to make that invincible, and then you just cast it in a thing upgrade here. So yeah, this is filling up with all the stuff that it's mining. So this is my first automated resource generation. Just pulls the ores out of nowhere. And we needed this to get, is it the spinel? I think it's the spinel. Spinel, yeah, we needed it to get that stuff. So yeah, so that's what I got it for. This stuff, the heap of experience, I got that from grinding up gold. So gold goes in here, comes out crushed raw gold here, and I can turn it into, I get nuggets of experience. There's like a % chance you get a nugget of experience along with it. So that's that. Just gonna put that back around again. It's so efficient. Like you grind up an obsidian, half the time you get your obsidian back, and you get obsidian powder as well. Like you can almost just keep going forever if you're lucky. So yeah, I got some nugget experience, and you just cast 4 of those into one of those. And I think I'd already told you about that with the silver one that I did, so that I could make the XP rotor. I've actually used up quite a bit of this in the craft, so let's get some of that sand. Let's make some more glass. Alright. Cook that up. Okay. So this is Nature's Aura. Now I don't like the Nature's Aura mod because you can kind of balk up your chunks by using too much aura. It's kind of my very crude understanding of the mod. Now I've planted this thing. This is like an ancient tree sapling, and this will put aura back into your chunks. and the leaves decay as it puts aura back into the chunks. So this crafting uses it up. This puts it back in. This crafting, you put some golden dust around, grow a tree, things on the pedestals. It crafts something. It's a fiddly crafting to do. I didn't really necessarily enjoy it. This chuck an item in, chuck another item in. It gives you something back. Same mod. I don't think this uses aura. I don't know if it uses aura actually. Don't know if that uses aura. All of that was just so that I could make some mystical fertilizer. I didn't even get all of the different colors, so I'm going to have to make some more. Yeah, I made the mystical fertilizer so that I could get sparks, because sparks are pretty. You don't need to go much into Botania to do them. Some blaze powder, the petals, and some gold, and that makes a spark. So I was loathing getting starting on Botania because I've played a few mod packs recently, so I've done Botania to the end game quite a few times recently, and it's just a little bit boring when you have to do the same thing over and over again. So I didn't want to do that immediately. I will of course have to do it before the end of the mod pack, but I was just putting it off, just to put some distance between me and the last time I did it. Okay, these are the other occultism rituals. When I first started out, I was just wiping out the old ritual to put a new ritual down, but I think starting from maybe this one, it was all just getting a little bit too big. So I just decided to draw them out on the ground and keep them here. So I'm probably going to need to make this base even bigger now because I've used up loads of space. This was the toughest one. And this one, it seems to not use up everything that I've put in it because I've still got these items bobbing about here. This one made the Maret. So I guess maybe it's only a chance to use them up. And I could make another Maret. So maybe I'll do that. Maret Miner. So yeah, so that's what you missed. That's those fiddly mods that I had to get my head around. I didn't wind up using a video in the end. I actually managed to figure it all out. But I did have to ask lots of questions on the Discord. Okay, so we're back here and we need to make a bunch of stuff. Right. Recipe. I need another one of them. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. What was it? That was it. There we go. Thankfully it's shapeless craft. Right, now a bit of running backwards and forwards because I need cow and a bottle of milk. Oh, I need some fertile essences. Okay, so fertile essences. I need 1 to make that. So this is what I need the bat wings for. So I do still need to make that bat spawner, but for the moment, I've got enough to make a few of these, so I'm not stressing. Okay. So I need to make 6. So yeah, just 6 of everything should be fine. Six of them. And it's them. It's that. It's that. 1. You can see I've been doing this for a while because Endermen have been in and out and left blocks all over my base. Can't wait till I can get into applied energistics and get all of this stuff into a ME system. Because I've got so much stuff. Like I had a moment of confusion, and I pressed this button. I was like, "What's this button do?" Clicked it, expecting to see some kind of menu and open it up, and I collected all of my rewards for all of the quests that I've done so far. They were just all in a pile on the floor. I had this little demon guy coming to try and pick them up, so I just had to put down some chests really quickly and just fill up those chests. Bag of spoils, what's this? Dusk bookshelves. Okay, this got some quite nice bookshelves. Scale fruit, crescent fruit. I guess we'll eat one of them. Pink and black blueberries. Yeah. Cool. Neato burrito. Oh, there's a smashed chicken. So I don't need to make another smashed chicken, but I'm going to smash the chicken all the same. I made an ultra botany pot with a nether star and some diamond. Just thought I'd do that on basis that I needed some nether wart. It's super fast. It's already made 2,000 and filled that. We'll get lots of them, but first we'll need a large number of with the stars, because it's not just faster, it increases the output. This is making like 6 at a time quite quickly. What am I doing? Okay, so we've done that. So this is just that and that. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all of the components. So let's smash a chicken. So you can see how that works. Now you can't do this. Doesn't work. You got to do this. Smash chicken. Yep. Poor chicken. Let's put that away in my tools box. Don't need that right now. I thought I did. Do need that. So then we take this upstairs to a chopping board. Oh, goodness sakes. I knew that was going to happen. Right. So we put it down on the chopping board. It's got to be the butcher's knife. So this is the knife from occultism. And we get some raw chicken. We get... There was something else we get. We get chicken skin. I think you can get maybe feathers. I'm not sure. Either way, we've got chicken skin. We'll put the chicken cuts in there. See if there's anything we can make with them. Nothing more than just cook chicken cuts. We might as well just do that. Okay. Going down. Right, what are we doing? We need a soul. So this is soulless sand. So this is soul sand that's had its souls extracted. Where am I storing my soulless sand? I don't know where I'm storing my soulless sand. But let's get some soul sand. Let's put it down. And this tool from Forbidden Arcanus, you just point at it and you get a soul. This is a soul. Yeah. And it leaves behind soulless sand. Put away that tool. That should be... Oh no, we need to make bottles. We made the glass, didn't we? Then we got distracted. So we go back to the base, grab that glass, go back to the other base, make a bunch of bottles. I see the bottles that I've just made. There they are. Okay, this is more bottles than we'll need. We're just going to fill them all. I don't think there's any purpose for this other than filling XP bottles, so we might as well just fill the XP bottles. And I'll be able to show you an occultism ritual, because I need to do an occultism ritual next to get the chicken head. It might even be the one in there. Might. While that's filling those, we'll go back to the base and we'll cook these guys. Lunar cobblestone. .46. I think 46 is actually plenty. I think I might have actually just picked it up as it was doing the last one. It looks empty to me. Right, okay. So, you put your soul in this one. That uses it up. If I had Oriole bottles, I could put them in there. That would fill that up. You put your XP bottles in here. If you had blood, it would go in there, in the test tube. And you fill the test tube by killing things with the sacrificial knife. It was actually a bit of a pain to make, so I might make it indestructible. Because I'm going to have to do a lot of these. Then you go around and you add these things to the pedestals, and it doesn't seem to matter in what order you add them, which is all fine and dandy. I made enough to do 2 of them, with the exception of the phoenix down. Okay, so then we put your chicken skin in here, and if you look, you see this is the recipe. So these are all the items you got to put on pillars around. I don't know what this stuff is. That's the output. These are the bits that you put in. You have to put in. So this requires experience. It doesn't require blood. It does require a soul. It does require 200 Oriole. So these have been working to build the Oriole since I last did it. You saw how I got the soul. You saw how I made the XP. I believe I already explained grinding up the XP with the XP rotor. Really slow process, and I'm going to have to do even more of that, so I'm going to have to figure out automating that. The last step, you take this arcane golden blacksmith's gavel. Pretty easy to make. Like that. And then I want to say right click, there we go, yep. And you get this fun little animation. We'll just sit and watch this, so you can see that happening. Now apparently this can be automated. I'm going to tell you now that it's not within my powers to automate it. There's no way I could figure out something like that on my own. We'd need like a century of videos to get there. So I will just watch how someone else automates it and do that if I'm going to automate it. If not, then I might just do it as a manual process off camera, so you're not bored by watching this over and over again. I do kind of wish that there was some kind of a timer that you could see, and maybe it's watching the Oriole go down, XP go down, I don't know. But there you go, it's done. We have a chicken shell. So we now have 2 of those things. I think they do stack. I just don't want them stacked. Kind of glad that it's not a food, so I don't have to just eat one for the sake of eating one. Oh yeah, I found a hook for a hand. It increases the XP, and I found a bottle that gives you some poison immunity. In case you're wondering about the hook for a hand. So what am I doing? Yes, so the next step is to make a chicken head. So this is the Ufixes inverted tower. Okay, so this one, if I go to the quests, I go to occultism, and I look for Ufixes inverted tower. It looks like I've already done this one. Ufixes inverted tower. This is the big one. This is the really big one. So that's good. Okay. I've got some space in my inventory. Let's put these guys back in here, ready to make another one when I'm ready to make another one. And let's see, I'm going to need some charoite. Charoite. It's probably a sh, like Sharon, the boatman. Okay, Spirit Attune Gem. 4 of them together makes one of these. What else do we need? We need 2 feathers, another soul. Oh, we need 2 Spirit Attune crystals. Okay, 2 of those. I mean, I have got one up there, but I kind of feel like I don't want to use the one that I've got up there because I want to use that to make another miner. Like, I'm genuinely wondering how much I need the chickens, actually, because, I mean, I want to complete all the chickens' quests, obviously, but we've got the diamond, gold, and iron and emeralds coming from there, and I could easily tune up the amount of those cave creepers spawning. And I'm wondering how much of other resources we could get from just the mob spawning, and just amping that up, but we'll see. So I want 2 feathers. Perfect. Another soul, so we get a soul sand out. I don't think this wasn't as fiddly, so if this runs out, I'm not going to be as upset if I have to replace it, so that's fine. I've got a soul, so I think that's it, isn't it? Soul, 2 feathers, chicken shell, Spirit Attune crystal. Okay, so the final thing that you need for these rituals is a book. So I've got in here this book, and it's actually quite well laid out. It takes you through all the different rituals, how to do them. This was Ufixes inverted something. Inverted tower, there we go. And this isn't exactly the recipe, but these are the books that you need. So this was the miner that I made. This is exactly what I needed. So I needed one of these lamps, I needed Dragon's Breath, Totem of Undying, that's why I went so far to get, was the Totem of Undying. The Iesnium pickaxe. Oh yeah, that's the thing. So you notice how everything's all kind of rose tinted? That's because I've got these goggles on. So I can take them off if that's irritating and put them back on when I need them. In fact, let's do that. Now everything looks green because I've had the rose on for so long. But yeah, so you need that, and then you go into the nether, and then you use this thing, and this thing then helps you find Iesnium ore, and then you need to make another whole pick. So this was a whole craft on itself, one of these crafts, just to make that, to be able to mine it. Now I could make an Iesnium pickaxe, which would do it, and I could even add an Iesnium, and I did actually, I added an Iesnium tool rod to this thing. So this thing now has Otherworldly 2, and I believe, touch wood, should be able to mine the Iesnium ore in the nether when this thing breaks, because I don't want to make another one of these, because that was a pain. And I'm pretty sure I'll need a lot more Iesnium ore before the day is done. So yes, so we need one of those books. So to use this one, we need Oh, we don't need a book, we need a skull. So where you'd normally put the book, we put a skull. Get the skull. Okay. So let's go and do this. So it's at this base. We need to pick up the things that we didn't use up in the last craft. And put down the new things. So, a soul, 2 feathers, and the chicken shell. Now, it doesn't really matter where you put these. I don't think it matters how many of them you've got. If it does, I'll remove the extra sacrificial bowls, but I think it's not going to matter. And then the last thing to trigger it is you put the book or whatever the item is that they've created with the custom recipe down in the middle. If it's not working, then it'll tell you. So look, for instance, if I grab this and try and put it down, it'll say, were you trying to perform a different ritual? You're missing some items. Oh yes, I am missing some items, so I need to put those down. Oh, what happened there? Oh, I only had one in my hand, so there we go. Now if I do it, I'll get a different message. Make sure the pentacle ingredients are set up correctly. If you're unsuccessful, join our Discord. So that's the message that you get if you're using the wrong kind of book. And I was using the wrong kind of book for quite a while, trying to make the pickaxe, I think. Yeah, it was actually the pickaxe. I was using that book that I had in that backpack. That's the reason I have it spare, because I made it. I thought it was the right book and it was the wrong book, and the Discord helped me figure out what was wrong. But not the Discord for the mod, the Discord for Ragnamod. Someone who'd already played the pack helped me figure it out. So yeah, put that down. Started chicken head craft. Get some purple sparklies, and one by one, you'll see all these things disappear as they're used up in the craft. Although, that being said, quite clearly not everything was used up for one of the crafts, so maybe not everything will be used up for this craft. We'll see. But it does look like it's only used up the chicken shell. There we go, and it just tosses it out, which is why I stay and watch. So we got this chicken head. Chickens. So what do we get for this chicken head? Oh, we get another chicken shell. So I didn't need to make the chicken shell necessarily right away, but that's fine. It's always good to have more chicken shells, because they're, as you saw, quite a fiddly craft. So we've got 2 of them. Okay, so then we take this and we combine it with an item that we've already crafted, but I don't want to get rid of, so I'm going to make another one. I believe I just need one of these and some sticks, I think. Yeah, that's it. One of these, some sticks, and is it just like that? Like that? There it is. We've got a chicken catcher. If this uses durability, I will stick the Eternal Stellar straight on that. That was a complex craft. We get some eggs, but I don't need to receive them right now. So we've got the basics of what we need to make chickens. I guess we'll go with spruce. No? Frostbite planks. Oh, it's not multiple woods, it's just one kind of wood. It's frostbite. Okay. What's a breeder? Cherry planks. So I have to go get cherry wood. Oh my goodness. Okay, right. Okay, well we've made that ready. Shove that in there. Put you away. Eat another one of these things. So we're still not quite there. We've still got a bit of adventuring to do. Question is, do we have what it takes to make the do the spirit ritual? And if we do, what do we start with? I think we start with the experienced chicken. Let's have a look at it. A block of experience, so that's 4 of them. The reason being that of the components that make up the doobradoo, these XP bottles are probably the fiddliest part. And I think there's a way to turn this into XP. So this goes onto a disenchanter and makes liquid XP, 3 millibuckets. So I can just make a ton of that stuff. Yes, okay, so we'll do that. I think XP chicken first. Just because we can. Right, so we'll want one of these. And a heap load of those. Okay, right. Probably need to grind up some more gold. And I did grab some more gold out in case I did. I don't know why I didn't put it in the thing. Water wheels behind here powering that, obviously. Just in case you wondered. They're in there. Inside the walls. Okay. What am I doing? Alright, so let's see. I need 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I need another 3. Do that. That turns into block of experience. So I don't know if there's an order. Let's do them out of order first. So 1, 2. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chicken shell. Okay. Then we got this thing. This is full of chicken souls. So I guess right click. Let's put a chicken soul in there. What next? Does it need a redstone signal? Spirits. There's no manual for spirit. Soul pedestal. When you have everything place your soul, you need to simply right click the soul pedestal to start the transmutation. Ah, there we go. It was a right click. Without this thing. Look at that. XP chicken, don't you get away from me. Experience chicken. Made in the spirit. Okay. So we need to go and find some wood to actually do anything with him, but we've made chickens. And we've got another shell, so we can make another chicken. Right, let's put you away in somewhere important that we're not going to lose you. I guess here. We'll put you away in here. Because I know that this is where I've got my other bits. I grabbed these music discs from a chest in a village while I was looking for the cartographer. Because you can put an extra upgrade on your Tinker's weapons tools. Put you away, put you away, put you away, put you away. So that's it, we're done chickens. Yeah, Phoenix Downs, Sparks, Spinels, all done. Do still need to get that bat spawner set up though. Let's put them in there. Oh, I also grabbed a pigman. You remember that pig zombified piglin that was wandering around? Yeah, I turned him into a spawn egg. Okay. Well, I swabbed him. Turned that swab into a spawn egg. Okay, so I guess we go to... Let's start with the red blue skies. No, not with the red blue skies caves. Let's start with the red blue skies. We'll go through here. Okay, hold on. I'm going to have to stop the recording here and start a new one. Hold on.